I am not the girl that ever gets approached by guys. Like in my friend group, my friends are the ones that get approached by guys. I used to take this so personally. It made me see myself as like unappealing to men. That really hit my self-confidence. Like I would even just start crying because I'd had have enough of it, and I just thought I was like not attractive to the male gaze. Like what's helped me with this is really just understanding my worth in God and knowing that like when I get married, when I have a family, like I'm not going to think back and be like, man, I didn't get approached by guys when I was younger. You know what I mean? That is not something that contributes to our worth and shows who we are. And so if you can relate, if you are not a girl that gets approached by men in public, just don't take it personally. It's honestly maybe just God protecting us. That is how I have stopped taking it personally over the years and just have a more like eternal outlook, I guess.
I was speaking to my mum about dating, and because I'm out a lot for work and things like that, and I love to socialize, she was like, oh, like, have you met anyone out? And I'm like, well, I will see a guy that, say, I've texted or, like, met online or have mutuals with, and he will, like, look at me and then turn away and then message saying, like, hey, you looked gorgeous today. And that's, like, a universal experience for every girl. Like, guys will just text you later on. And mum's like, what the fuck? Like, mum's like, when I would go out, if a guy was interested, he'd straight up go, like, hey, I'm interested in you, like, whatever, what's your number? And if you liked him, you'd give him your real one. If you didn't, you'd change one digit. That's what she said to me. My mum did make a point that I go for socially awkward private school boys that don't know how to talk to girls because I went to single-sex schools, so that's a big factor too. But, like, I took it upon myself to call my guy friend and literally ask for the answers. I'm like, just tell me, like, what is stopping guys from just, like, approaching girls naturally and not, like, sleazy, just, like, literally for a conversation? Because guys that, like, do that, like, reap the benefits anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be a sleaze to, like, pull a girl in the first place. My guy friend said, unless a girl is, like, making it that obvious, like, at a pub, for example, that she's into him, he's like, she has to fully be, like, waving at me for me to think to go over. And he said that rejection just isn't worth it these days because that girls, like, have higher standards of men, so guys genuinely feel like they just aren't good enough and to go up and introduce themselves. And I'm like, that's actually kind of sad because I do feel like girls are getting judgier, but I also feel like boys are the same. And I think it goes down to dating apps and social media, obviously. But dating apps is like shopping, like no, 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 yes, no, 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 no. So it's like people are getting pickier, but yeah, it's like people don't know how to socialize anymore, and it's really sad. I saw on TikTok a card game that someone invented called We Met at a Bar. I don't know if you've seen it, but it actually looks like a cool idea, and they should collab with different pubs in Melbourne and just like have the card game sitting at like different tables or something. I feel like that'd be so good. Pretty much, I think it was like they had like different not dares, but like, oh, I don't know, you have to look it up, but it's called We Met at a Bar, and like it introduces conversation, like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I just feel like there's gotta be a way to just like improve everything about the dating culture, otherwise we're doomed.
Good-looking men don't need to approach girls because they have girls throw themselves at them. The rest don't bother because they know they'd get rejected.
All right, y'all, 4 reasons why this type of guy doesn't approach women anymore. Let's get into it. They don't play games. The type of guy is very direct, not into playing mind games, or deal with women who are playing hard to get, not into wasting their time. But 2, social media, dating game has become more shallow and superficial. This type of guy likes depth. Number 3, this type of guy doesn't like surface level conversation. He likes to have an intellectual exchange. Not too much of that going on today. Number 4, the way women date and approach relationships today completely turns this guy off. This guy is looking for a unicorn and he is not willing to settle until he finds her.
Men are not looking for a unicorn or the perfect lady. Just women with some basic common sense, some goals, good conversation, respect, and not heavily materialistic. Turns out this is too much to ask.
Dating is hard as a single woman. It is awful. It's honestly worse than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
What?
It was easier being single at 19 than it is as a 25-year-old.
That's fucking crazy.
Is
That-
it-
Wait, why though?
I feel like guys used to have so much confidence and they'd approach you. Like, I don't know, when you're younger, it's just so much easier. I
they
feel
haven't
like.
been rejected as much.
Yeah. And now I'll go out and I'm like, woo, I'm going to get some attention tonight. And no one speaks to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I the most hideous human in the world? Like,
No. Me and Cass always speak about this though.
The
Like,
bar is in hell.
we've spoken
Yeah.
about this a lot of times, and it seems like it's an issue that's getting more and more traction. Like, it's not actually getting solved.
The audacity that these same women who blame men for being underconfident are the main reason men are not confident in approaching them.
They actually went into the reasoning behind these men not going and speaking to women. And I believe the list was scared of rejection, scared of like an HR response or being reported or Me Too'd in some way, shape, or form, not being successful, and just not feeling the need to walk up to women anymore was also one of the many answers that men gave on the list of reasons why they no longer approach women. So it's interesting out there.
Women are defending themselves by saying the worst she can do is say no. Wrong. The worst she can do is make an accusation that gets you arrested and straight to jail. It's completely up to them.
I think one of the problems that we face now is that for so long as women, as a gender, we've said, don't approach me. Don't approach me when I look cute. Don't approach me at the gas station. Don't approach me when I look busted down. Like, just don't approach. And men have gotten to the point where they're just like, I don't know when to approach you. I'm not sure. Now, in my younger years, right? Because it's been a while since I dated, but in my younger years, you make eye contact with the guy, and it was like an unspoken, yes, you can approach me, like unspoken permission. I don't know if that's happening anymore. I think that at this point, men have just kind of gotten turned away by all of the turndowns, by all of the rejection is the word I'm looking for. I don't think that there's anything wrong with a woman approaching a man, but be prepared for rejection. I'll just say that, just like men have been getting rejected as women, if you choose to approach, you're going to have to be prepared for that rejection.
I mean, honestly, I don't think all of this conversation and all these talks about men not approaching women, I don't think it's true. I think it's a farce. And the reason why I say that is because it seems like every other day I'm coming across a video that's saying that men are approaching women and they don't like the way these men are approaching them. And I don't see how all of these women are getting approached every time they leave the house. But then you also have women that are also saying that men don't approach anymore. Somebody is not telling the truth.
Women are being approached, just not by the man they want. And the man they want is being approached by women. Diabolical cycle.
Do you want to know your hint to go up to a girl? Eye contact. If they're just looking at you, they want you to come up to them.
I'm
Just
taking
like,
mental notes.
and this is my hint. I literally kept going like this. And we made eye contact, I swear to you, like maybe 8-9 times. So that was my hint, like come up to me, like I'm obviously think you're cute or something, right? Did not come up to me, and I was
So
like,
basically
all right,
read her
kinda
mind.
bummed. Yeah, that's kind of what I was
That's
saying.
a note.
I get back home, I wake up the next day, I get a DM. Hey, saw you at the Steve Madden event. You're really cute. I open it. It was the pink shirt guy. I was like, why didn't you come up to me, like at the actual thing?
Guys are scared nowadays.
Guys are so scared.
Equality, huh? Then why still chasing is a man's job in 2025?
55% of men find themselves scared to approach women for the fear of being labeled creepy. And on the other end, 77% of women say they want a man to approach them. Women want the power of a man, the privilege of a woman, and the accountability of a child. In their mind, they can demand respect rather than earning it. When faced with reality, these women come to understand that they cannot shape the world according to their desires.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. There's no pleasing these women.
I got this complaint from a lot of women actually that men don't really make real approaches anymore. If they do, it's like some bullshit, like they're gonna catcall or whatever. I do blame the internet as a part of it, but also
I think it's safer for dating apps and Instagram because I just send a DM or send a text, you don't respond, okay, cool, no pressure, no actual rejection, is whatever.
Men aren't scared of women. They're scared of false labels.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time.
Well, I got news for you. It's going to be even longer because y'all are full of it. That's it. No YouTube talking points, no elaborate explanations, because at this point, y'all ain't listening. Dudes keep telling y'all what the problem is, but You just keep powering through it. You just keep saying it's not you, it's the men. So just keep doing that. You'll see how that works out for you.
First it was leave us alone. Now it's why won't men talk to us? The irony.
Men are not cold approaching women anymore. And the more I think about cold approaching, the more it just doesn't make sense and the more stupid it sounds, right? When you're cold approaching, you're in the lower position starting off. So the percentage level of you being successful is very slim, and slim just die. Attractive guys don't have to cold approach. Guys with money don't have to cold approach. They have leverage in some way, either their looks or their finances, social status, combination of all three, right? This is why they don't have to cold approach, right? In today's society, cold approach is dying because you got to understand women only want the top 20 to 30% of a guy, right? In general. So if they start cold approaching in general, they're only going to be cold approaching those kind of guys.
The whole setup favors rich dudes or influencers, not regular guys. For the rest, it's public humiliation with zero upside. Who wants to play a losing game?
Then I saw this video about how guys are like maybe shy or scared to ask girls out now. I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them.
Yeah.
And like also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys aren't even doing anything wrong. Sometimes they're not even looking in their direction. But like, so there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like exposed on social media. So
a woman commented on this video, "We are soulless and heartless and have no remorse, shame, or morals. I see why guys don't want to ask us out anymore." And that's enough said.
I was having a conversation with one of my girlfriends the other day, and she was telling me how she has a male friend who she's interested in romantically. And I said, "Have you said anything to him?" And she was like, "No." And I said, "Why not?" And she said, "Well, he should get my hints." And I said, "Hints? What hints?" She's like, "I mean, the way I act around him and you know, all this stuff." And I was like, "The way you act around him? Like, what do you mean?" And she's like, "You know, he should see that I like him." And I was just like, "So why don't you just tell him that you like him?" And she's like, "Well, I don't do that. I don't chase men." And I was like, I like chasing men and letting a man know that you're interested in him are two different things. Chasing a man is once he knows that you like him and he's still not giving you any type of time of day or whatever. He kind of has you just kind of lingering over here. Letting a man know, and I don't necessarily mean like, "Hey, I like you," but giving him some subtle hints at least to let him know that you like him is two totally different things.
Men are done decoding cryptic hints like it's a puzzle show. If you want something, speak up. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal, link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.